Hello, this is Manish Patel from Ichimoku This is our bi-weekly video analysis for the currency market, where we cover everything from the US to yen to Australia to New Zealand to Canada and Europe. This is our normal disclaimer to state this is for education use only. We're not soliciting you buy or sell a particular instrument. If you do so, you're doing that at your own risk. All the charts you're going to see are basically from TradeStation. Here are our contact details. You could call us at any of these office locations here. You could also email us at here at info@eiicapital.com, or you could come to our website here, access our blog, where we put out trades of the week, our Twitter feed, Facebook, a lot of free videos out there, multiple time frame email alerts, and also heat map services too. Okay, so let's go straight to the charts and come over here and start looking at the charts. Well, these are the wrong charts to begin with. Let me go to futures. Give me one sec. Currencies, not futures. Okay, let's go to currencies. Let's go to Australian CAD. Remember, on the left-hand side is the daily time frame. Right-hand side is basically the weekly time frame. Australian CAD was basically consolidating between two values right now. Nice big values between 97.35 and 1.0097. So minor support on this one's going to be 99.141, but there's nothing really going on there at all. Australian yen had a nice bullish trend here. It's now gone for a pullback. It's a pullback consolidation pattern, believe it or not. Minor support right now is going to be 91.02. It's got to hold the support here and start making a move to go higher. If it could break the resistance at 93.739, then this thing does have a probability of retesting the high. It's at its critical juncture now, where I think if it breaks the support here, it could come back down to this low and possibly go tank even further. If it does, this pullback here is going to turn into a trend reversal. Definitely keep an eye on that one. Australian Switzy. Wait for the charts to load. Australian Switzer, you can see a nice little bearish trend here. Did a pullback in here. It's kind of right at the minor support level of 79.59. If it breaks up 79.59, this is going to definitely retest the low down here. Major resistance is going to be 82.40 on this one. Australia, New Zealand, which has been a nice bearish trend for all of 2013. This is probably the best currency out there for 2013. Looks like maybe it has bottomed. As long as it holds this level at 719, then it has a possibility of holding this bottom and maybe a major pullback to go underway. If it could break the resistance level at 1066, then this possibly can undergo a major pullback and possibly even get back to 1600 for a major pullback. But we have to wait and see and play through it step by step. Australian USD has been bearish. It's in a bearish trend on the weekly time frame. It's kind of doing a little ugly pattern here, and that's kind of where it's destroyed the bearish trend on the daily time frame. But this is still very bearish. If it could hold, break the resistance at 88.70, it's going to continue on with this bearish momentum. If it holds 88.70 and then makes a move to the resistance level of 92.07, then this thing can sit there and reverse on you and go for a major pullback. So we have to wait and see what happens. CAD Switzy here is bearish trending on both the daily and weekly. It's kind of broke through a support at 79.93, and it does have a high probability still, believe it or not, slowly making its way down there to 71.19. But we have to see a follow through here. Actually, it hasn't broke; it's right at it. So you have to see this thing kind of break this level, support level of 79.93. If it does, then it does have a possibility of another 800 pips to the downside. CAD Yen consolidating between 89.91 and 94.32. So nothing really exciting going on there. Switzy Yen, this is still very, very strong. It's bullish trending on both the weekly time frame. On the daily, nothing exciting right now. But it's kind of stuck between two levels right now. 112. Let's move this chart over. 112.14 and 115.75. If it could break the resistance level 115.75, we're going to retest the high and possibly go higher. If we break the support level 112.114, then we're going to undergo its first major pullback, which it hasn't seen. Euro Australian, it is a bullish trend, believe it or not, but it's also stuck in a range right now between 49.32 and 54.09, but this is still a bullish trend intact. If it could sit there and hold the 49.32 and break the resistance at 54.09, it could retest the high and possibly go higher for a trend continuation. If it breaks the support of 49.32, then it's going to definitely undergo a major pullback. Euro CAD is going on very, very strong. Doesn't even look like it's trying to pull back. It's at a major resistance level of 53.34. If it breaks that, it's going to go to 57.35. Euro Switzy, that one's not doing anything exciting. It's basically between a consolidation pattern between 21.70 and 22.81. Euro DKK, nothing exciting here. Consolidation pattern between 45.73 and 46.35. Support on this one. Minor one's going to be 46.08. Euro Pound, this has been the interesting one here. And you could see it, you can't really see much right now, but it is ugly, but it is slowly moving down, believe it or not. This does have a lot of characteristics on the bearish side. Bearish momentum is still very strong on this one, even though this currency is sluggish. Resistance on this one is going to be 82. 82 is the minor one. Major one is going to be about 83.46. Major support is going to be the 81.29 level. Euro Yen. Bullish trending here on the daily, on the weekly time frame here. Little hiccup here. It's kind of stuck between the range again, between 136 and 0.76 and 141.14. And you can see this with a lot of major currency pairs related with yen, where they're bullish trending, but they're stuck between a zone right now. If it breaks a resistance at 114.14, it's going to retest the high and high probability continuing to go up. If it breaks the support 136.76, then it can sit there and undergo a major pullback. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Euro NUC. Bullish trending here. Again, this is stuck between two zones, even though it's bullish. It's 15.23 and 41.02 is the two zones between the support resistance. Euro New Zealand, this is ugly. It's basically between 61.83 and 66.601, but once it breaks that, it's in a very ugly consolidation pattern moving up. Euro SEK, nothing really going on here. This is boring. This is basically consolidated. Support on this one's 82.22 and then 55.2. So 552 is basically that one. Euro USD, really nothing going on in Euro USD. It's just sitting there stuck at a major resistance level of 37.85. Until it breaks that, it's basically going to consolidate. Support on this one's going to be 34.91. Pound USD, bullish trending here. It's kind of stuck between two zones like a lot of currencies right now, between 89.04 and 83.93. Pound Switzy, really nothing exciting going on right now. It's kind of sat there. If you look at this, if you shrink it down, it was in a major pullback, major trend to the bullish side, pulled back and entered a nasty consolidation pattern. If it could break the resistance level of 80.84, then it can retest the high, and at that point we'll have to see what happens. If it breaks the 47.18 level, believe it or not, it could come all the way back down here to 4,200 and then either enters a consolidation pattern or could do a trend reversal. So we'll definitely have to see. Pound yen, bullish trending here to the top side here. It's broke a resistance level at 169.27, trying to retest the high at 173.76. If you look at the yen pairs, this has been the strongest one so far, so definitely keep an eye on that one. Pound New Zealand, really doing nothing here. Support on this one's 99.46. Resistance is going to be 5.30. Pound USD, support on this one's going to be 65.36. Resistance is going to be 68.28. New Zealand CAD on this guy, if you can look at this nice little bullish trend here, kind of stuck now between the zones. Support on this one's going to be 89.68 and 92.30. New Zealand Switzy is basically stuck between a range between 72.60 and 74.13. New Zealand Yen, Bullish trending here, but basically hesitating right now. Twice now we hit a resistance at 86.43. Couldn't do anything at all. Support on this one's going to be 84.24. New Zealand USD is one ugly pattern. Basically, if you look at it, 81.76 is a support. Resistance is 83.88. Yen, Singapore yen, really not doing anything at all. Bullish trending, but then decided to consolidate. Stuck between 79.10 and it's 82.30 right now. US CAD, bullish trending, believe it or not, and a major resistance at 11.32. Support in this one's going to be 8.99. USD Switzy slowly trickling down at a major support at 88.40. Minor resistance is 89.79. Major one's going to be 91.29. USD Day KK. It's bearish trending, believe it or not, but in an ugly consolidation pattern going down. Support on this one's going to be 38.92. Resistance 52.99. USD Hong Kong. Really not doing anything at all. We're going to skip over that one. That looks ugly. US yen, which a lot of people look at, is stuck between a range right now. It is bullish trending, but stuck between a major support resistance between 162 and 103.07. USD NOK, not really doing anything. You guys can see a level there. USD SEK, not really doing anything. You can see ugly levels there. And then lastly, USD Singapore, really not doing anything there either. Consolidated between the tight range there. So that's it for this week for currencies. Notice there's a lot of currencies stuck. They're bullish trending, but they're stuck between basically a major support resistance. If they break the support, then it's basically going to undergo a major pullback. If it breaks the resistance, they look like high probability of retesting the highs and possibly breaking them higher. Okay, that's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoy it. I will see you guys in 2 weeks.